and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today to talk about books. And today's book is the book that I chose by writing on 3 slips of paper the name of a book, and the book I selected was The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. And now on to the story. Carolyn Parswell's life has fallen apart. She's alone in London on what was supposed to be her and her husband's 10th anniversary trip. A week ago, she discovered that her husband, James, was having an affair with another woman. And it's been difficult, as you can imagine. She's hurt, she's feeling betrayed, and she's questioning all the choices of her life. Prior to their marriage, Carolyn had considered attending Cambridge University, but she gave up that dream, making what she thought was the mature choice to stay in Ohio, focus on her upcoming marriage, and she took a job doing the accounting for her family's farm. As she's wandering through London, she meets up with a group of mudlarkers and ends up joining them on their mudlarking. So mudlarkers walk along the Thames River looking for anything historical or valuable that washes up along the banks. They can find Roman coins or old jewelry or pottery shards or many other items. It's much like people in northern Minnesota walking along the shore of Lake Superior and looking for sea glass or Lake Superior agates. And what Carolyn finds is a glass vial with a bear etched on the side. And this find ties in with the part of the story that's from the past. Nella is an apothecary in 18th century England, in London specifically. She works from the same shop where her mother worked for many years. And she too has faced betrayal by a man who she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with. The betrayal led Nella to assist other women who find themselves in horrible and unescapable situations. So Nella began making and selling poisons. Her newest client is 12-year-old Eliza, a lady's maid who has been sent by her employer. Carolyn is intrigued by the find, which reignites her passion for history and research and opens up new possibilities. I love the part of the book where Carolyn is researching and discovering and analyzing what she finds to create a narrative of the past. Both the stories in the past and in the present highlight the mistakes that can be made in building a life with another person. Carolyn and to some degree James have not been completely honest with one another about what they want from life. And this lack of communication has led them to the point they're at today. Does that excuse James's betrayal? Obviously not. But it does mean that Carolyn needs to think about what she wants. Does she want to continue in the marriage? And if she does, how are they going to make steps to do that? Or does she want to just pursue other interests and become a person who is valued? It also provides a valuable contrast between women in the past who, upon finding themselves in a relationship where they're not valued and they're not thriving, had few options for living a more fulfilling life. This book is for you if you like books about women reevaluating their relationships. The books I'm going to suggest for similar reads are books that take place in 2 time periods. They explore relationships, and the time periods are tied together by research. First up is Possession by A.S. Byatt. Roland and Maud are scholars researching the Victorian poet Christabel Lamotte. They follow clues from letters and journals and look into a possible relationship between Christabel and another Victorian poet, Randolph Henry Ashe. The answers are all too important for Maud, who is a descendant of Christabel's sister. And the second book I will mention is The Lake House by Kate Morgan. Another difficult case has Sophie Sparrow, a detective, taking some time off to visit her grandfather's house. While out exploring, she discovers an abandoned house and learns of the heartbreak that took place in that house 70 years ago. The Edavine family was preparing for a Midsummer Eve party at their country home. But that night, as fireworks lit up the sky, a tragedy occurs. A tragedy that 16-year-old Alice may never recover from. Back in the present, Alice faces questions from Sadie, who is in the process of resurrecting the secrets that Alice has lived a lifetime trying to forget. And there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. If you are interested in this book or any of the others, I encourage you to give them a read. I'll be back next time when we will hopefully be talking about Crave by Tracy Wolff. I hope that I'll see you then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you!